Alright, it's time. Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 881 for February 16th, 2026. On the show currently, I have Anthony.
Hello.
I got the wombat.
Word up.
I think Terrence's going to be joining us a little bit.
Ow. Sorry.
Now, what? Word up.
We got a lot to talk about this week. We had a massive state of play. And there are a ton of video games to talk about. I know Terrence has a lot of them. And I have quite a few of them. So hopefully he'll be here by the time we get through everybody else.
Well, he won't be if you're relying on me.
But do you want to go first? Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So really the only thing that I've played, well, I did, so I polished off a couple other, post-game things in Dragon Quest, but I talked a lot about that last week, so I'm not going to spend time talking about it this week. And really the only other thing I played ties into the state of play. And that is I started playing the first Blood Omen again. I tried to play the version that I have on GOG, and boy, that's a pain in the ass, trying to get that thing to run on anything resembling modern hardware.
I'm assuming the controller support's got to be funky too, right?
I don't know, because I never got that far.
Ah, gotcha.
And even when it was funny, because when I tried to just run it from the exe file, it popped up with a little message telling me I needed to put the CD in. So my understanding is there's like a fan-made patch that makes it run better on modern hardware. But I ain't trying to mess with all that, so I just played it on PlayStation instead.
There is a guy out there who is like repackaging old PC games to basically just click the exe and it has like full-on controller support and shit. I wonder if he's done that game. I don't know.
It might be, because I heard there was a patch, like a fan-made patch, but I don't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah, he put all of his shit up on Internet Archive, and you can just download it, and it's literally in a folder. I did it for Simpsons Hit and Run. And like you literally just click it and it boots up full screen, controller support, everything. It's kind of awesome.
That's pretty cool. Well, so longtime listeners of the show know that Blood Omen's one of my favorite games of all time. But it has been a while since I played it. It really, really could use a remake.
Yeah, the loading times on the PS1 are fucking terrible.
Yeah, and even when there's no CD to load from, the loading times are bad.
Yeah, it doesn't help it.
The dialogue and the voice acting for the main characters is still great. I mean, the side characters, the voice kind of hit and miss, but the variance audio quality, you could tell that Silicon Knights had more imagination than budget when they made this game, because there's a pretty wide gulf in audio quality. You'll walk up to a point of interest and you'll get a dialogue line and it'll sound just fine. I mean, it's compressed, right? But it still sounds fine. And then you'll get another one and it's like half as loud. With a little bit of static, and it's like, oh god, I forgot how inconsistent the audio is. The game, it's still fun. The gameplay has also not aged all that well. You and the enemies can only attack in 8 directions, right? So you'll end up swinging and thinking you're hitting an enemy and you're not. Or you'll end up against an enemy that's throwing knives, and you'll be right next to them, but they can't hit you with the knife because they're stuck throwing at a 45-degree angle from where you're standing. You can tell that it's a 30-year-old game at this point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but the story is obviously still incredible, and the dialogue itself is really well written.
Well,
So
let me ask you
uh,
this: as such a big fan of that game, for a remake, would you want
yeah,
it to still be like a top-down, or would you rather
I
it be?
would.
Okay,
Yeah, I'd still want it to be in the same style. I mean, they could try to do a 3D remake, but I mean they'd have to do a lot, and I don't know. Um, I guess you could make it work, but I think I'd be fine with just a really nice top-down remake. Um, there's a lot that, I, yeah,
that
there's a
game
lot
has
of
got
the
to be.
some of the boss fights and some of the like the wolf power specifically. It would be tough to transition to 3D. I think they could probably pull it off, but I'd be fine with a top-down 2D remake.
That game's got to be in some sort of like legal limbo with it being
Oh yeah,
Silicon Knights.
I would think. Yeah, I would think. I'm sure there's a reason that that one hasn't gotten a remake.
Yeah, because
Um,
almost everything except for Blood Omen
I don't think it's
2.
so anymore because if you go to GOG, it's
yep.
listed as Crystal Dynamics. Crystal Dynamics.
Oh,
I
so
think they
Crystal
own it
D owns it
fully
now.
now.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I know they own Legacy of Kain. I just wonder for something with that game because they did the collection of Soul Reavers. They're doing the
Hmm.
Defiance remake. Like, why not the original?
Yeah, and especially since, there are some series where you can make the argument that um well, you don't really need to remake the first game because, the sequels are more popular or whatever. And in this case, that's kind of true in that I feel like
Sure.
most people know the series from the Soul Reaver games.
Yeah, those are the one that
Um,
hit. Yeah.
right, but the problem is the story in both Soul Reaver games and Blood Omen 2 and Defiance all hinges on you knowing what happened in the first game.
Exactly.
Like it's the entire story is about what happened in the first game. So it's a little weird um, that there hasn't been more conversation about a remake of the first game. But
Or even
um,
including it as like a bonus in the Soul Reaver collection or
yeah, I
something.
mean, yeah, something. If nothing else, they should do a nice recap of the first game
Hmm.
in one of these remastered collections, just so people can understand the story without having to go to Wikipedia or YouTube.
Maybe, with
Um,
us getting, not to spoil the news, but like us getting a Defiance remake, maybe they're going to do a Blood Omen 1 and 2 package or something.
that'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, two is fine.
Sure. It's the
It's not
black
a
sheep
great
of that
game.
series.
Yeah, it's definitely the worst game of the series, but it's still the story is still pretty good and the dialogue's still good. Um, but yeah, we'll talk more about that when we get to the news. Needless to say, it was a very exciting week for me this week.
Oh man, that
Um,
state of play might have been the best showcase. Like it hit notes for me like every other second. I was like, God
yep,
damn.
it was pretty incredible. All right, but that's it in terms of stuff I played. I mean, I played MLB The Show because I just kind of randomly play that, but that's really it.
There's a new one coming out soon.
Yeah, until they had 2 years there. I think it was only 2 years where they let you carry your uh, uh, Road to the Show player from one year of the game to the next. And they don't do that anymore. And I got to be honest with you, I'm tired of starting over in Double A. So um, I've been the last couple years just buying every other year. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll buy 26 or not. We'll have to see.
I mean, that series has gone downhill since it went to Xbox, so it's Xbox's fault.
It's Xbox's fault, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
has nothing to do with the Diamond Dynasty bullshit or any of that. It's
Nah,
just Xbox.
it's just
Yeah,
Xbox. It's always Xbox.
it's always Xbox. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Anthony, what do you got for us? Anything?
Oh, you're the greatest games of 2026. I haven't played a lot. I noticed we don't have a review, so I'll be writing review for it, even though it's so many years old now. Of Echoes of Wisdom. Man, this game gets sluggish. Like, oh my god. It's just like, I get it. I go to the next area. There's a lot to do, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, I'm so tired of fighting things. Let me just fucking go to do the puzzles. The boss battles are fun. I did some optional boss battles in it, which was kind of neat. And I really enjoyed those.
Remind me, Echoes of Wisdom is the Zelda game?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Where Zelda's the main character.
Yeah, and like I said last week, it turns into Scribblenauts, where you're using like basically like 3 things to solve all the puzzles.
Man, I love Scribblenauts. I wish they'd bring that back. Anyway.
So yeah, there were some optional bosses, and those were actually a little tougher, and I enjoyed fighting those, because it's like, oh, there was one boss that again, it's completely optional, that is a version of a boss you've already fought, but it's all on fire, so you can't touch it like you could the first time, which changes how you have to fight it. And I was like, that's pretty good. There's an optional boss it's an old Zelda boss. I want to say first showed up in A Link to the Past, but maybe I'm wrong. It's a jellyfish that has a bunch of jellyfish around it, and of course the jellyfish are electric. That was pretty good too. And then there's just the overworld, where I'm like, yeah, every time I have to summon something to fight things, and I'm just kind of waiting for them to fucking be done with it.
I want to see Zelda standing in the corner like Sonic, tapping her foot like, let's fucking go.
Oh, it's fucking, that's me doing it. Yeah. I just bought Legacy of Kain Blood Omen on GOG, so I'll patch that. It's the only one I don't have.
Which one?
Blood
Omen?
Blood Omen, yeah, the original.
Yeah. Well, good luck getting it to run.
Oh, no, I'm patching the fucking thing.
Okay. All right, yeah, good.
I just bought it on.
Yeah,
well, I had the license, so when they put it on PSN, I have it on PS5 now.
Gotcha. I believe that Killer Wolverine still has my original PlayStation copy.
You're never getting that back.
I'm sure it's patchable. I just didn't feel like messing with it.
There's literally it's I was looking it up before I bought it.
The thing I saw said there was that's the one I saw.
GL wrapper and patch.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. I just didn't feel like messing with that on my Steam Deck. So
yeah, I'll be playing it on PC. So
yeah, and I had hoped that
remove CD check. The game can now run without CD.
Oh, there you go. Then you could pretty easily run it straight from the EXE if you had that.
Yeah, it looks like
people don't appreciate
a ton of shit.
The bullshit of legacy PC gaming.
Yeah.
So, and then I also picked up the Rayman collection.
Yeah, I played that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play too much of it. It's Rayman 1. It's not my favorite Rayman game, but it's Rayman 1.
Did you play the prototype?
No, I didn't test it out, but hold on. I might be able to tell you if I've played it before.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's just like a level that you run and jump. Like, there's no enemies.
Yeah, no, I've watched it before, because it's been around for a while.
It's crazy that was made for the Super Nintendo CD.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of insane. I started watching the documentary. It's very hard to watch the documentary because it's all in French.
Michel Ancel.
But Michel Ancel has gotten old.
Well,
that's what we all do. I understand.
That's what we all do.
Like, he disappeared for so long, and like he wasn't in the public eye, and now I see him now, and I'm like, oh, that's right. That
could be the subtitle of this podcast.
That was 30 years ago.
Old.
That man made King Kong.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That game's good. I'm not gonna lie, that game is good.
But yeah, I mean, it's Rayman. It's Digital Eclipse doing Rayman.
Mm-hmm. You see the
I
hoopla
bought
this
it.
morning?
No, I did not. I
So-
literally woke up right before this podcast.
Apparently, the Jaguar and PC versions have a bug where you can't save your progression, and somebody reached out about it, and I guess you know how customer service is with these places; they have no fucking clue. They said that the support for the game had ended, and it became a news story. But then an actual developer came up and said, "No, the support for this has not ended. This will be fixed," kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So for an
I
hour,
wouldn't-
Ubisoft
I
sucked
wouldn't
again.
have even. Yeah, I wouldn't have even gone to Ubisoft because Ubisoft is the third logo you see starting this up.
Yeah, it's Digital Clips Jam, so they'll fix
It's
it.
Atari, and because there's Atari owns Digital Eclipse,
Yeah,
and then Digital Eclipse, and then Ubisoft.
Digital Eclipse will fix this. They always fix their shit.
Oh,
so.
if there's an issue with your Digital Eclipse game, everybody, just find one of the many developers that have worked on it online and talk to them directly because they're all a bunch of big fucking nerds and I love them.
Oh yeah,
And
those
if you
guys are
talk to
great.
someone who worked on your product, trust me, they'll let you know.
Dude, I literally had a conversation with the owner of Digital Eclipse in Twitter DMs.
Yeah.
Dude is super cool. Yeah.
They're all fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I bought it mainly because I would, not that they've really gone that far with their works. And I'm not even necessarily needing a Digital Eclipse version of this, but I would really like them to do, I think it's the best in the series, Rayman 2. Because those games are very different. The N64 version it has the N64 version is the complete game, but the PlayStation 1 version I believe has the actual voice acting and
The Dreamcast-
truncated levels.
Dreamcast
The
is a port,
version
right?
is the port, but it has a unique menu screen for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
The PC version is obviously the base of it all. Then you have, not that you would never need the DS or 3DS ports because they're both just based off of the Dreamcast one. But then there's the Game Boy Advance Rayman 3, which is essentially just Rayman 2. And then there's the Rayman 2 Revolution on PS2, which is like the same game, but there's a hub world now, and it's a very weird version of that game. It's my favorite version of that game, but it's changed a lot of aspects to it. So I'm hoping that they would do something similar to that. And if they wanted to throw in all the versions of Tonic Trouble, because there's a couple versions of that, that'd be cool too. But because it's basically just built on the same engine. But yeah, and then yeah, that was it. Because I just played Legacy of Kain, Rayman, and then I do like that they added the Game Boy Advance version of Rayman, and the Game Boy Color version of Rayman, because those are very unnecessary. Well, the Game Boy Advance one is very unnecessary in general, but
it's basically
nice
the first game. Yeah.
Yeah. So
us 90s kids are eating.
Where's
this
my
week.
brain games, guys? Where's Rayman brain games?
Man, when you say Brain Games, I don't know if anybody else has this reference. There used to be a show on HBO called Brain Games, and I was always sad when it was over, but it always played that one clip where it was like, Brain Games is now over. I was like, I'm sad.
Anyways, Rayman Brain Games was, or Rayman Jr., I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so I'm just going to move on, was a weird educational version of Rayman 1. Yeah. It's the only thing that
Rayman's
I would say
back.
is missing from this.
We're good.
Edutainment.
Yeah,
to
I don't know how
fish.
much learning you could actually do, but yeah.
It's crazy you can play Freddy the Fish on the Switch. It's crazy to me.
I'm glad that there's... You know who redid those, right?
Oh, I do, but I don't remember. I forgot.
It's Night Dive.
Yeah. I mean,
From From the people who remastered Doom comes Freddy Fish.
I know it doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense to me because those guys strike me as people like me and Wombat that grew up working in like an EB Games.
Oh no, I think is it? I mean, maybe because as I say, I think Stephen Kick's closer to my age. He would have played those games.
And like we worked in those stores, and like you would stock the shelves with I don't know StarCraft Thief and Freddy Fish in these big ass PC
Fish,
boxes,
giant ass
Spy
boxes.
Fox. Yeah. That was the other one. From
Dude, that whole line had a section in our store with these big ass red boxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was just the edutainment section. That
I
company.
miss the days of shareware, and I miss the days of walking into a software store and there being a big giant bin of jewel cased discs that might have the coolest game you've ever played in your entire life in them.
Corridor 7, baby.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, except I had the big giant box of Corridor 7.
Yeah.
Terrence made his appearance. Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I miss the days of any store having just a bin of games.
Yeah, game stores don't have games now. They have figures and
I'm
Funko
thinking
Pops.
even Walmart, when they used to have their bin of like $20 and under games.
Dude, the media section at Walmart now is depressing.
There's
you
one
walk in there
Walmart.
and it's just like there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's one Walmart that's out near my mom's place, and I don't know if it's just because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. That has a full aisle of DVDs and CDs still.
Yeah, no, that's...
And I specifically try to spend money in those sections when I leave her house. I stop by that Walmart specifically just to spend money to try to send a message that this is something that people want.
You're fighting a lost cause, sir. There ain't
I
nobody
know
else
I
buying
am.
it.
God damn it! But they're also one store that has the old glass cabinets still, because all the other Walmarts have switched to like ones that are like maybe like 4 feet tall.
I think the Walmart near
cabinet
me still
system.
has a glass cabinet. But it's just shoved full of shit and you can't see anything.
Yeah, all of ours switched to like 4 foot tall things so people can see over top of them, which means that there's far less games inside. So
I think the Switch section at my Walmart is just like a bunch of cards on a pegboard.
it's a depressing state of media in 2026.
Like that's what it is now. The Xbox section is just Xbox Game Pass cards.
Yeah, I mean the Xbox section is pretty empty and all the
controllers.
Yeah, and controllers.
And
yeah,
controllers.
6,000 controllers and some Game Pass.
7,000 copies of the last Call of Duty, and controllers, and maybe
And 137 different headsets.
Yeah,
That
that's
too.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Got to have choices.
Yeah, you gotta have choices. Oh,
So, yeah.
goodness. All right.
That's it for me.
Well, Terrence, you made it just in time.
You missed exciting things, Terrence.
I bet I did.
Oh,
I'm talking about stuff that I'd be interested in. You know, listen, if nobody else cares, I care. All right, because y'all be dropping some stuff like, oh, I'm gonna check that out later.
I think both of them talked about games that are very old.
Yes.
Oh, well, and sometimes, I mean, because I heard somebody say something about Legacy of Kain. You know, I have not I haven't did the PS1 thing, but I'm going to do that today. But that's disappointing because I did read what you said, Ryan. It needs a remake or a remaster.
Yeah, it needs a remake. Yeah, it needs a remake.
Man, I was watching videos showing my wife the thing, and she kind of got into it. And I was like, yeah, it was like Zelda, you know, with showing her the old game.
First one was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even Soul Reaver, I guess, is a little bit like the 3D Zeldas in that you've got dungeons with puzzles and stuff. But, yeah, I'm really curious to see. Well, we'll talk about it more when we get to the.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of nostalgia to talk about in the news.
Yeah, we do. So stuff I'm playing. A couple of things I'm playing for review. The embargoes don't drop till later in the week, so I can't talk about yet. But I'm playing Styx, Blades of Greed, and Under the Island, which I will talk about more next week. But you'll be able to read review this week, which I'm gonna get those to you hopefully this evening. I had a lot of stuff going on yesterday. It was why I was late today. Because I wanted to get it done yesterday, but life happens. But we're here. It's a very professional podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Stuff I can't talk about. I played No More Heroes 3. It was on sale for like $2.99, $3.99 or something. So it's a fun game. I don't want to say it's good necessarily. I'm not too far into it. I mean, it's batshit crazy. Of course, it's that.
It's a Suda game. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that whole Ghibli intro with the little alien dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What are we doing? I've had my mouth open just watching this more times in the cutscenes and shit. Like, what? But it's good. It is fun. I like the gameplay, the sword play. I remember the Wii version when it came to like reloading your little lightsaber thing. You had to like shake it like real hard. Like in this, you like do like you have to do up and down on
the analog stick. Yeah.
On the analog stick. Yeah. So it's not as fun. To reload,
it's not as phallic. Yeah.
It's not as phallic. Yeah. I played and I actually was waiting for this to come out. The Roadside Research came out on Game Pass, which is the game where you run a gas station essentially, but you're aliens, and so you have to research. You're researching humans while posing, as this gas station. It's fun. It's early access, of course, because everything comes out in early access now. So they have a roadmap of stuff they want to add. Right now it has 4-player co-op. I've only played it with 2, but definitely 4 is needed as you progress. Because man, like me and the wife was overwhelmed with just 2 of us. And that's just like customers. Like you have like long lines, and then like you got to go out and pump the gas for the people. And so like if we got to the point where we upgraded, because of course you can upgrade the gas station. You start off with one side of a pump. And then like 2 shelves and like a couple of items that you can order. And then as you progress and get more people coming in and you earn income, you can upgrade the store and stuff. And so you can open up the other side of that gas pump. So now you have 2 rows of cars, but then you can expand it even further and it gets crazy. We haven't got all that far yet, but it's pretty fun. So the alien aspect. So as you do all the the mundane task of ringing people out and stuff, you'll get different tasks from the home world. So you'll have to take pictures of different humans. Like you'll get like 3 each day, and it'll tell you like a hair color, because everybody has like purple hair or blue hair or crazy color hair. Some of them have normal color hair, but you'll have to take a picture of a purple hair or somebody with black pants or something like that, and you have to do it without them noticing you, because if they notice you, their suspicion is going to go up, and if it gets to a certain point, they call the MIB basically, and then the men in black show up. They got them on speed dial. Apparently, and these niggas is fast too. Like, like they show up so quick, and so they come out and they're like, investigating, like it's scrutinizing all the stuff, and it's just them standing in front of like your counters, and there's like a little meter over them. They're checking everything out, and they'll hem you up. And I didn't know there was no warning for this. Like if they come to like you being the alien, they'll like make you perform like a random test. And mine was I had to blink like a human. And like it didn't tell me how, because it's like 2 eyes like on the screen, and you have to do something with the triggers. And I'm pretty sure you have to fill, because they like kind of fill up with this like green meter, and you have to stop it, I think, like as it's getting full. But I could not get the hang of it, and of course got discovered. Like you get 3 tries, and like once he finds out, he pulls out his noisy cricket and he just blows you up, and you just and like a little jam, and you respawn right away. Like you drop down in the porta potty on the side of the gas station. But it's neat, and I like these type of games anyway, where you kind of run a store and everything, because I've played Discounty and I think Supermarket
retail.
Simulator.
What's wrong with you? Are you broke?
You know what's crazy?
Why the fuck would you want to do this? I don't want to deal with fucking real people, let alone people that are programmed to give me problems.
So I was streaming it, and I think hopefully
the
I got
answer to every bad customer is a gun in the face.
Jesus Christ! I mean, that's why you don't work in
No wonder you don't work in retail
that is
anymore.
why he don't. Yeah, right.
Well, clearly
Well,
I have to hold. Can I speak to the manager? Oh yeah, sure. And then you just start polishing a gun.
listen, my favorite thing to do, absolute favorite thing to do in those situations where they were like, "Oh my God, can I speak to the manager?" I'm like, and I lean on the counter. You're talking to him. I love doing that.
Pulling the Chappelle skit out. Bitch, I am the manager.
I love doing. They were like, "Oh, right. So calm the fuck down, because I ain't that one." Like oh my God. Anyways, so I was.
I'm not allowed to tell customers that their attitude is the reason why their kids don't call them anymore. So here we are.
But I can imply it.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I would very often in one of the stores I worked at, I was known to get on the loudspeaker and be like, "Control your spawn, please. Customers, control your spawn." Because they got these little badass kids running through all the aisles pulling shit down. Like, listen, anyway, I loved retail. If you can't know, it's really because most people don't like confrontation. I love confrontation. I love it when people come in there pissed off. Not because, I'm ready to fight or whatever, but I like to handle shit, whether that is me helping you out or me helping you out of my store. Like either way, I got to take care of this. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just have always liked it. But anyways, streaming it with Amanda, and that's basically what she said. Like she was like, "Oh my God, this is fucking work!" Like I just feel like I just clocked into a shift because you're ringing people out. She's like, "Let me check the store shelves. I gotta fucking restock and let me face these items." And like it dead ass is retail.
That's the way I always felt playing Overcooked.
Got you. Yep.
It's like, man, I play video games to relax, not to stress out.
Because she 100%, and I hope that was on stream because it was so funny the way she said it. I'll have to put a clip out because she was like, "This ain't nothing but work." Oh man, but no, it's pretty. I enjoy it. So if you like those type of games, I think it's worth a check out, and it's pretty funny. Your aliens will glorp, which is you basically, I guess, pooping. And it like comes out whatever color you are, and you got to clean it up real quick because customers see it, and of course it raises their suspicion because it's like, "What is this blue goo? What is this?" Like I don't know.
Is this based on true events?
Definitely.
I mean,
and
Obama told me aliens were real.
I was just about to, God damn it.
He did. I read that this morning.
That's right. They're not in Area 51. They're just working a gas station outside of it.
Yeah, this is a documentary game.
This is what this is. But I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's on Game Pass, so I mean, if you have that subscription, definitely, I think and you like that type of shit, check it out. Moving on, I played. Been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Stories 3, the demo. Just kind of get ready for the release. Enjoying that quite a bit. Liking the refinements and stuff that they have made to it. Used to be where in the other ones when you would find an egg, because that's again how you get different monsters in this. You don't catch them in a ball. You find their eggs and hatch them. It was like random. Like you would get an egg and it would just have a description, like a size or some shit, and then you take it back and hatch it, and that would be what it is. And this one now, thankfully, when you pick it up, it tells you, "Oh, this is a Rathalos egg," but it would have a descriptor, like if it's rare or if it's oversized, like they have a adjective in front of it that kind of describes it. But it tells you what the creature is, which is nice. But yeah, still enjoying that. Looking forward to the release in a couple weeks. Played some Helldivers 2. I saw Jay post some stuff about that, so I know he messed with it. We invaded Cyberstan, and oh boy, it's crazy. Oh my God, the machines. The machines I feel like were already tough, but oh my God, now they got so much crazy shit, and so many of them spawn. I can't think of what those things are called, but they're like these giant, like bipedal tanks that shoot all kinds of missiles and grenades and lasers, and then when you finally blow them up, like you can use stratagems, which is the best way. Like the rail cannon will one shot. Well, actually, no, it didn't one shot it, and I was so pissed. So I guess it takes 2 of those to kill it, but a little like cyborg shoots out like in a little in this little container, like the Warhammer, not the Juggernauts. I can't think of what they're called in Warhammer, but it's the same thing. Like it's like literally a guy that's actually in there controlling like that giant machine. It's been like enslaved to do that type shit. But no, it's still a lot of fun. Helldivers is chaotic fun, is what it is. They, you got some new tools with the tanks and shit. They haven't dropped the new war bond since that last one. They gave you the tank and the belt-fed grenade launcher. But I would imagine one is probably coming soon. I would think. But yeah, so Helldivers is still, it's still Helldivers, still a lot of fun. Oh, actually, that's like 2 weeks out. So I can talk about that. I played some High on Life 2. No, sir, I don't like it. I liked the first one. I know Ryan did not like the first one. And I feel like, if I remember correctly, it was more because of technical issues, or I think that helped you not like it.
That definitely helped. Yeah. I wasn't as into the comedy, I think, as some other people were, but the huge thing for me was the fact that I had two separate bosses glitch out, including one that basically would have required me to play the boss fight over again for a third time, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I quit.
I feel it. Yeah, nah, cool. I liked the first one. I played.
I love the first one.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one.
So before we go on, while we're talking about the first one, I liked the first one a lot when I could just play it. A lot of the rambly nonsense didn't stick the landing because I'd already not loved that with Justin Roiland's stuff. But then, with the suit AI, that was, I loved the suit AI. Eventually it's just dead on the screen. And I'm like, all right, well, the payoff was good here. But, the whole, we're going, what was it, Applebee's that they go to?
Yeah, they go to Applebee's.
It's like, what are we doing? It was such a weird, unnecessary. I'm like, this isn't really funny other than, haha.
And they try to, they try to do that again here, early on, there's a Spencer's Gifts, and it's because the guy's name is Spencer.
Yeah.
It's just, they rehash a lot of the same stuff, and the dragging on conversations don't pay off at all.
No, they don't. Not at least to me. It felt not like they did in the first one. And I didn't fall out of my chair laughing in every single one in the first one. But some of them were like, haha, okay, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? But I feel like none of these that I've gotten to have really.
Nothing is hit in this game for me at all.
That picture you sent, Ken, made me go, I think I'm good.
I didn't even tell you what that was in reference to. You're in a museum where there's a giant penis, and you can circumcise it with a laser.
Fantastic. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, it's...
that's not what made the first game good.
The
comedy was okay. But, the fact that you've already talked about the comedy being bad in this game, is the gameplay good? Because that was the only thing that I kind of liked, was that it was, hey, a big Metroidvania.
I don't know how you feel about it, Ken, but I honestly, and I feel like the gameplay is not as good as the first one.
It's not, no.
I like the skateboarding, but the gunplay and even using the knife, everything just feels off. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel as good as it did the first time or the first game.
No, it doesn't.
That's why I'm like,
the enemies that show up they're not fun to fight, they're annoying to fight.
Oh my god.
And that's a big problem with this game is the first, so if you beat the first one, you know that the original gun is gone. So you start this one off with the automatic pistol, the girl, and JB Smoove, the shotgun. And the enemies they throw at you at the beginning are not tailored for those two guns.
No. Not at all.
And it's just and then they throw these puzzles at you, and it's okay, here's what you need to do, and the guns won't shut the fuck up. They're oh, we need to find this, oh, we need to find this, and it's it's not even that complex of a puzzle. You just haven't given me 2 seconds to look at where I'm at.
Right. Yep.
There's nothing in this game hits. Like, the only thing that I can compliment is that the skateboarding controls feel great.
Yeah, I would say that. I enjoy the skateboard. Like, I was trying to find, like, I'd be looking around for ramps and shit to just be doing shit on the skateboard because I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Like,
Yeah. I
So-
don't know what happened to this game. It's
Yep.
It's not
It's
great.
sad too. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one, and I was hoping for. I thought this was going to be so much better, and I was hyped about the skateboard. I think you and I talked about it, offline. Like I was excited about the skateboard shit and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be great, and it didn't land. I don't know what they changed or who they fired or what, but it just.
I know who they fired.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
well, yeah. But it's just nah.
I don't know who they fired on the gameplay team. That's for sure. Because this ain't hitting like the first one did.
Like, I mean, and that's crazy, man. Like, what are we doing?
And it doesn't look as good as the first one. Like, I watched the Digital Foundry thing about it, and they're like, "Oh, this they've done so much." I was like, "Yeah, but it's grainy as fuck."
Okay, I thought it was just me, and we're going to talk about this grainy stuff again next week. About one of these other games that I'm playing? But I thought it was just me. Look at it because I'm like, what is wrong? Like, I checked all my settings. I'm like, what the fuck is
And
happening?
you know what it is? It's Unreal Engine 5 with ray tracing. So they have to drop the resolution down to like fucking nuts. It's like 720p.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unreal Engine 5 is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
It really is. Man, I feel like it's more trouble than it's worth at this point. Because, like, what successfully runs great with all its bells and whistles in UE5?
there was
Is there
one
anything
game, and I can't remember what it is now.
Okay, that's a shame that it's just one. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many that's using it now.
Yeah, they just need to stop. Like, I'm playing games running on Unreal Engine 3 that look better than this. Like, it just...
Right?
You're sacrificing all of this shit so you can say you have ray tracing when 99.9% of people don't even recognize ray tracing. Like, put a fucking green space reflection in there and they'll be like, oh, that looks great. I don't understand. It's, the ray tracing is for those fucking Digital Foundry guys to be like, oh, I'm so impressed with the implementation. I'm like, yeah, because you zoomed in and slowed down by 500%. Ain't no motherfucker playing like that.
Facts. Yep.
I'm so sick of all this shit. Turn off HDR, turn off ray tracing, turn off Unreal Engine 5, run that bitch at 4K 60
Turn
frames
off
a
the
second.
console, turn off the TV, go touch grass.
I don't need to touch grass. It's overrated.
I'm not talking to you, Ken. I'm talking to the
Yeah,
people
but
that
it's
like
gloss,
zoom
man.
in on their screens and go, the Xbox version doesn't look as good as the PS5 version.
Yep.
I know, champ.
Y'all
Maybe
need to
move
shut
away
the
from
fuck up
screen.
because the Xbox and
Sounds exactly like
PlayStation
that, actually.
like the same fucking thing.
I know, champ. I know. Yeah, I've complained about all that shit for a while, Digital Foundry and stuff, and I get it. There are those that there that want to, but I swear to God, they cause more harm than good. But anyways, I'm finish up so we can move on because I know we have a lot of other stuff to talk about. Escape from Ever After, just about done with that, so I'm definitely going to have that review to you this week too. I love this game. It's going to get a 9 from me. Spoiler alert. This game is great. I absolutely love the writing, and the characters are a lot of fun. Anthony, I don't know if you like Paper Mario, but if you do, you should definitely check out Escape
I love
from
Paper
Ever
Mario.
After. Okay,
Paper
yes.
Mario love kind of ends after Super Paper Mario because the games kind of go off a cliff. But
Gotcha. You should check out Escape from Ever After when it hits a sale or something because I think you would dig it. Yeah, I think it might have a demo if you want to try it too. But I think you would enjoy it. And then the last thing, which I am also writing a review for that I played, is the Blast Blue Entropy Effect X. This is a roguelite game. It's on Game Pass as well, for those who want to play it. I was dismayed, that's a good word, to discover that this is just a port of the mobile of a mobile game. It was on Apple Arcade is where it came out. And I thought I had messed with it before. I was like, this seems really familiar. This of digging it. Yeah, it's just a straight up port. It's not hateful. It's 2D. It looks good, visually wise. And it's fast paced. There's multiple characters for you to choose from. Each control a little differently. I'm almost certain that they're all characters that are in that fighting game in BlazBlue because I know
they are.
the one I recognized. Okay, Ragnar. I think I recognized him.
Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Yeah. I never got into that series, but I've played it before, and I think I played as him, so I knew his name.
There's some Guilty Gear characters in there, so you can have Soul Bad Guy.
He's in there. He's in there.
Oh, is he?
The fucking Anthony picture, I'm fucking putting that on the website.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I feel like that's
I'll send you a better one, Ken.
What is that?
That is okay. So there's a store chain up here called Princess Auto. All right, and Princess Auto is one of those stores that you walk into and you go, "Well, I didn't need that in my life, but it's this price, so just in case." But I do really small drawings, right? And it's a pain in the ass to hold.
Drawings?
I have it'd be a pain in the ass to hold a magnifying glass up.
Magnifying glass, yeah.
So these are magnifying glasses, and then that one little one, it allows you to get even closer.
That's
that
awesome.
would help me for painting miniatures. That's actually dope. I need to look to see it like that.
But I thought about it after the fact. It's me getting up close and counting pixels.
Oh, man.
Right.
But no, so it's on Game Pass. I haven't put a whole lot of time into it. But it's, simple 2D, roguelite. As you progress, you're going to find power-ups that's going to, give you a percentage of this until you die and then have to reset and do it all over again. But it's got a BlazBlue. I don't understand the story. I'm tell you that right now. But I don't think
you're supposed to.
Right, because I don't think I'm supposed to, because it started as a mobile game, and while it wasn't a gotcha one where they were trying, you had to pay for it or whatever, I don't think anybody actually reads the stories in mobile shit. They just progress to the gameplay. So I don't understand, because I watched these cutscenes and I don't understand what the fuck they're doing.
What game is this again?
It's BlazBlue.
BlazBlue.
Yeah. As soon as I find,
I don't know if it's Blaze Blast.
As soon as you said mobile, and then I know it's part of a fighting game series, I'm out. No.
I got you. Well, I mean, it's a roguelite, action game. It's just set.
Oh, cool.
I'm glad Ken said BlazBlue, because I've always called it BlazBlue, and then as soon as Terrence started calling it BlazBlue, I'm like, is this a fucking Suikoden situation where I don't know how this fucking thing is pronounced?
You know what? It is that situation. Exactly, because I've gotten yelled at for calling it BlazBlue. Like, no, it's called Blast. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what it's called because I'm not playing it. Like, so y'all really just yelling at me for nothing. Oh, man. But yeah, so it's, it's on Game Pass. If anyone is eager to check out another roguelike game.
No.
And then
No.
Just no. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
I'm shocked.
Wait, is there more? There probably is more. I don't know. I missed it. What was I supposed? What?
Are you not going to talk about Reloaded? Because I played that and I have words.
Oh, I thought I talked about that last week. Why
did you? I didn't think it was out last week.
Maybe it wasn't. Did we talk about it all? Maybe I was just reading stuff about it. Okay, yeah, Reloaded. All right. So I played the demo when it came out, and if you don't know what it is, it's developed by an African studio. And the premise of the game is it's set in like the Afrofuturist kind of thing, and they have some beautiful depictions of like Johannesburg and different cities in Africa in the city, or in this game rather. But what the premise is they are stealing back real world artifacts that have been taken from Africa for years, back in the colonial age or whatever that period of time was when England was pillaging them. And so it's literally real world stuff. So artifacts that are in different museums around the world now.
They were discovering. Thank you very much.
Discovering.
Sounds about white.
Discovering this land that's filled with people already.
That sounds about white, Anthony.
Oh yeah,
fucking, yeah.
Guys, we weren't. we weren't colonists. We were explorers. Oh, okay.
It's the vernacular that you use that's important.
Stupid explorer hats.
So the gameplay, that's the story. The gameplay wise is it's set up like a heist. It's a heist game, but it's a 2D I don't want to say Metroidvania, but I guess it's like a runner, I guess, because each of the missions, it will begin with you planning out your attack. So there are different like alarms and stuff that can be tripped if you go, a certain way, if you pass through this door or whatever. And so you have to kind of decide what's going to be the safest route for you to get to the artifact. And then once you get there, which is obviously going to trip the alarms because you're going to grab it, now what's the safest way to go back? Because some of those exits that you got or those doorways you went to get there are now going to be blocked off. So you got to plan your exit too. And then you spend more time in the kind of planning phase because actually running it out is maybe like 10 minutes. Just because, it happens so quickly. You're literally running. And it's pretty simple, I enjoyed what I played in the demo, as far as like the running techniques and stuff. And then, because I'm black, I keep it a band. I'm like, well, damn, I got to support this game, not with my money. I did not buy it. Definitely gonna get some letters about that. But I did play it on Game Pass.
It's like, I got to support this, not with money. No, not with money.
Well,
no.
No, if I dig down far enough, I'm not going to, but if I dig down far enough, not in myself, but in the financial records, I'm pretty sure what I paid in Game Pass subscriptions, they got a portion of that. So I helped them out some.
Yeah. You're one of those. You're one of those. I'll pay you an exposure type people.
There you go. Right. I'm talking about exactly. I'm talking about it right now. I'm helping them out. So it's yeah. So, but you know what? To be fair, and we'll keep it a band here, I did inquire about reviewing this game. So I was going to help them out with exposure, and they was like, well, we don't know. So, okay, well, all right then. Anyways, the game is just all right. It's not, it's not great. I've actually, already uninstalled it, and that's just because I have so much other stuff that I'm playing. It was never super high on my list.
You're doing a disservice to yourself at this point.
Wow,
it's almost hilarious.
That's the point. But so it's just all right. I don't know what you were going to say about it.
I deleted it almost immediately. I felt like, so when you're doing the running part, like the camera gets too far ahead of you, it like you can't see your character, and like some of the mechanics are just, it feels unfinished.
Yeah, control. Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like it should flow a little better. Because you get, you have people on your team, on your, heist crew that can do different stuff. The first dude you get is your brother, who can unlock doors. And so when you get, or certain doors, so when you get to these doors, you have to press X, I think, and he like comes out and does his thing. But I feel like that whole thing should flow a little better, because like I'm in the middle of escaping and I literally have to stop and now press this button. Like I should be able to hold or press the button while I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? To have that in motion while I get there.
The locomotion in this game feels off.
Okay. That's a good word. Locomotion. You're right. That it does feel off. Because when you pass like through a window or over a ledge or something, you're told to press X and you're supposed to get like a burst of speed or something. And I don't even feel like that happens every time. Like when even though I'm like doing it right, and it makes that locomotion feel off. And that's why I didn't talk about it, because it's not installed. Because I was going off the stuff that was on here. But yeah, the majority, of course, the Discord for this. Go ahead.
Keep waiting for Wombat to jump in. Because I feel like one of us wants to make the joke every time the word is said.
I have been bouncing in my head to try to find a way to make a Tiffany joke about this.
Oh, that's not Tiffany.
And I haven't.
Is it?
I thought it was.
No, I thought that was Kylie Minogue.
You might be right.
Tiffany is. I think we're alone now.
Locomotion
is Kylie Minogue.
Terrence is just confused at this point.
See, I would have screwed it up anyway. So.
When we get to
I was just waiting. I was like, every time locomotion was said, I'm like, someone like, is Ryan gonna say, "Come on, do the locomotion with me"?
I mean,
you gotta swing your hips now.
I know that song. I didn't know that was the name of the person that sung it, but all right.
She's not the original. That was a cover.
Oh,
It's a black
so
woman that sang
apparently,
it
if you look on Wikipedia, you'll be able to see how many different versions there have been of this song. There's the Little Ava version,
which is the
the
first version.
Sylvie Vartan version in French, the Grand Funk Railroad version, the Ritz version, the Carole King version, the Dave Stewart and Barbara Gaskin version, the Emerson, Lake and Powell version, and the Kylie Minogue version.
Wow.
Lord.
Okay.
A lot of versions.
That's a lot.
Need
A lot. So see, I'm glad I didn't make the joke because I'd have fucked it up anyway.
Need some version control out there.
Right. But yeah, so the discourse around this game was, and even if you look at the reviews,
Don't look at the reviews.
Woke and it's racist, and
the
one that I saw which confused me was like, how would you feel if this was the other way around? I'm like, wait, so if the black people came to
that's called a documentary.
Like, what are you? I'm confused.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would feel exactly the way I feel about it in real life.
Yeah,
right.
Where that happened.
That's just called based on true events.
500 years.
Oh man, like y'all are just, some of y'all just confused. Like, you're so mad, you just confused.
Imagine how you'd feel if white people were stealing precious artifacts from black people.
About how I feel in real life. Just saying.
Imagine how that would make you feel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was laughing at reading a lot of it because that's all of it, and I feel bad for that student, but I'm happy they put their art out because that's, you run the risk of being judged anytime you put your art out there in the world. But good for them, because it's not a great game, but it's not horrible either. It's just kind of mid. With some patches, I'm sure it can get there. But yeah, all the reviews are just terrible, like just from the worst people ever.
I hate
who probably didn't play it.
Yeah, I hate when the worst. Well, they're not allowed to review it if they didn't buy it.
Oh, okay.
But like, I hate when the worst people learn a new word because I have to hear it 6,000 times.
Oh, for sure.
Like, everything is woke, and I'm like, at this point, you've diluted what that word means. Like, you don't even know what it means.
Yeah, woke, slop.
I always ask them to define woke, because it just, you're going to get some more racist shit out of them.
They would, but they're not allowed to use that word.
Lead them to the lake they'll drown in. Come on.
They're not allowed to use that word unless you're on HGTV. Then you can combine it with another word.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, hey, and that's crazy too, because what even is that? Like,
the only way I will give her any credit is somehow she has Tourette's. Although I'd still ask, why that word?
I mean, I'm gonna say she did not say that she had Tourette's.
Well, no, she doesn't. I know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just no. But the combination of the words were so. What the fuck?
Bro, that's what killed me. Because I don't even think I was like mad. Like, and first of all, I've said this on the show before. It's whatever. But like, I was just like, what were you called? Was it the screwdriver that was there? Like, what's the combination? I don't understand.
And the immediacy of her realizing she said it, I'm just like,
oh yeah,
how did it slide out?
But it just, so and listen, and that's what I was telling my wife. I was like, so first of all, she uses this word a lot because the ease at which it just slid out her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because typically when people, they're hesitant to say, you know what I'm saying? No hesitation, nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, all right then.
Hey, sometimes those just slip out,
just slips out.
She had a heated gamer moment.
Oh man, that's what it was.
All right.
Oh, good. No, that's it. I think that's all I've played. So.
All right. Well, thankfully we've covered a few of the things I was going to talk about, so we don't have to talk about those again. I did play Crisol, Theater of Idols. That's a weird game.
I don't know what that is.
It is a first-person shooter from the Blumhouse games, the horror games.
Okay.
It gives me a very Resident Evil in like Spain vibe, because you're playing like this Spanish cop who's like lands on this island, and he's like moving through lots of religious like imagery and stuff. But the hook to this game is that you get a gun. I don't know, there's like some voice talking to you, some religious voice. He's like, "Do you want me to give you my blood?" I'm like, sure. The gun uses your blood as ammo. And you have to find animals around the level to refill your blood to refill your gun. It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
Isn't Resident Evil in Spain just Resident Evil 4?
I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
But the main character is not Spanish, so
Oh, yeah, it's true.
yeah, like this guy is like straight up Spanish cop. He's investigating some tomfoolery going around. It looks really good. It plays okay. It's got that weird first person aiming where like when you move it feels very light. Like the camera seems to move even though you're not moving it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while to get used to the shooting. Visually, it looks really good. The voice acting is pretty good. I might keep playing this. I don't know. It's an interesting game. I did boot up Reanimal. That is very much one of those games. You know, Little Nightmares.
What?
Little Nightmares kind of games.
Can I get a better description of that? Because I don't know what this game is.
Well, I mean, it's Tarsier
Little
Studios, the people that made Little Nightmares, so...
Oh, sorry. You know why? I was thinking... I forgot that this was... What's the one that Game Freak is doing?
Oh...
Beast of Reincarnation.
Beast of Reincarnation. You see how I could...
Sure.
Reanimal, Beast of Reincarnation. It's not... Okay,
Gotcha.
all right, thank you.
I don't understand...
The easy way to remember it, Anthony, is that in this one, think about animaling, and in this one, you animal again.
You do. I'm still trying to understand why the concept of these games is always like two little children walking around in a big person's world. Like
so fucking stupid.
I don't know either. Yeah, does this one have co-op? Is that
Yes.
what the hook is?
Yeah, there's even a friend pass you can download so that the person can play with you for free.
Oh, that's neat. Okay.
But it is the same thing. There are two little kids. They ride a boat onto this island, and like as soon as you start walking around, it's like everything is huge and like these big...
The sequel, Reanimal.
Fight?
Don't say that fast, Anthony. You get yourself in trouble if you say that fast.
Oh man.
Reanimal 2. Reanimal.
Two animal.
That's also what they're going to call the eventual remake. Reanimal remake, Reanimal.
Hell yeah, that's a THQ joint.
That's okay. For real though, is there combat? Do you fight in this?
I haven't yet, but I've only played for like 45 minutes. So
okay, because I think I played Little Nightmares 1, and then I played was it the second one? And I was like, oh wow, you like straight up.
Yeah, you beat people to death in that second one.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh okay, fight. So I'm wondering if he has combat. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. So far, I washed up on the shore, found a key in a suitcase, went inside, and there was a big dude behind a gate that closed it real fast. It's got those like creepy off-screen moments kind of things going on.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I think the last new game I played was Romeo is a Dead Man. I'm only like on level 3 or 4. I like this game. It is very much a Suda game. So the main gameplay is that like a third person like melee / like shooter combat game. And you can get upgrades for your weapons, but you can also get like helper characters that you can spawn during your fights and stuff, and it's fun. And then in between the missions, so basically the story is that you play like a space cop, and you're going from different multiverses to kill like the love of your life, because she's actually like a monster that creates chaos in each one of these universes, and in each one it's a different version of her. And in between each level you're on this ship, and in that mode it's all like 2D. So you're running around this ship in 2D, and like there's a farming game, there's a cooking game, there's all these characters on the ship that you can talk to and upgrade different abilities. It's very Suda. It's very goofy. It plays well. The main menu has a fish in a fish tank, and it keeps moving.
It's equal, I believe, to Omeo is a dead man.
I don't know. I like this game. A lot of people seem to hate this game, which makes it pretty much a standard Suda 51 game.
The remake is Romeo.
That's true. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the last new game I played. I also played Mario Tennis, the new one. I mean, it's Mario,
oh yeah, how is that?
It's Mario Tennis. I mean, it's good. Like, I'm having fun with it. It's better than the last. The last one was very like bare bones, which kind of sucked. This one, like, I unlocked a character as soon as I did the tutorial. So like, there's a lot more characters to unlock in this game, so that's good. But the control's great. I mean, it looks great. It's Mario Tennis. You know, it's really good. I don't know what to say about Mario Tennis, like, that hasn't been said 6,000 times. If you played one of these, you're probably gonna like it.
Stuff at all?
There's an adventure mode. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what that is. I know some of the courses are locked behind that, so you have to go through. Because it literally has an achievements section on the main menu, and when you highlight it and go into it, it'll tell you what it takes to unlock everything. And like, there's characters, there's courses, and I saw the courses were all basically going through the adventure mode. So the characters are like, play 20 matches, play 25 matches, so basically they unlock over time. And then the last thing that was new that I played was that God of War Sons of Sparta, which has caused a lot of conversation on the internet, both good and bad.
Really?
The original
Why?
God of War, Jaffe ripped it. It said it was terrible. Said he can't believe anybody greenlit this. I'm just like, dude, come on, man.
This guy, right?
David Jaffe still smarting over calling all cars. Or no, yeah, that's what it was. Drawn to death.
Drawn to death.
I'd see, if you put that game in front of me, I would have said no. So fucking free pass on your past games there, Jaffe. You don't get to fucking throw stones from glass houses.
So I like the game, but I do have issues with it. The first issue is and it's really the biggest issue I think that I have with this game is the combat. This is a Metroidvania, straight down to, you've got a map, it's got markings on it to tell you where everything is, and you can't get to certain areas until you get certain abilities. It is a straight Metroidvania. The combat is all melee focused. You will get some projectile weapons later in the game, but right up front it's kind of like melee focused. You do have a shield that you can use to block and parry. My biggest issue with the combat is that the enemies tells for when you're supposed to do the block and parry stuff. It feels off, and at the same time it doesn't feel responsive. So you can see them wind up to do their lunging attack, and by the time it's got the animation priority where when you're attacking and you start to see them wind up for their attack, you can press the block button to parry, but it doesn't always register because you may still be in the midst of the previous animation.
Yeah.
So I feel like I take a lot of hits, not because I didn't hit the button in time, but because the game decided that wasn't time for me to hit that button. Like, it's almost like you have to play defensively instead of offensively, and that's not nearly as fun because the enemies come at you real fast and they can be coming from both sides. So if I'm playing defensively, I'm basically just standing there holding the block button, and I don't really care for that style of combat. The story is interesting. I want to see where it goes because it's basically Kratos telling his daughter how he became a Spartan. So I find it an interesting concept, and I definitely want to play through. I have heard it's not very long. It's like 15 hours or something. It's made by Mega Cat Studios, so it very much has their look and style. I think I'll finish it, but I don't know that I love it. But we'll see. Like, when I first started playing, I thought it was totally my jam, but like the more I played it, I'm like, some of the stuff I don't really care for. So, I'll see how it plays out over time. It's just weird. The other conversation people online are like, oh my god, this is the Switch, and this is the... Like, they're comparing the visual fidelity of this. I'm like, you don't understand what this game is. Like, this game wasn't supposed to be the new PlayStation AAA big budget game.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. People are weird. And then of course I spent a lot of time this week playing Overwatch because it's not Overwatch 2 anymore. It's just Overwatch. And I like what they've done, like with the characters and like the changes to the class systems and the perks and the that matchmaking's still fucking trash. And I know that maybe it's... I'm gonna use a kid's term here. There's a lot of tourists in Overwatch right now. People who have never played it and people who haven't played it in years coming back through. Which means there's a lot of really bad people playing this game right now. And since they did a rank reset, everybody's just playing together.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, well, why would you see them? You're like at the top of the mountain.
Brother, I'm not at the top of the mountain anymore because this game has wanted me to lose for the last 3 fucking seasons, so I've fallen all the way down into goddamn platinum.
Damn. All right, well, okay.
Yeah, it's Ms. Rouse playing with gold people yesterday, and I'm like, wow, what are we doing? I don't
remember back when I was first gold.
I'm sorry. I've been playing for 10 years, man. I made Masters, I made top 500, and now I'm playing with fucking gold people? I'm like... Ugh. Like, I'm watching these people play...
What have you done for me lately, Ken?
I keep playing your fucking game even though you make me not want to. The Overwatch gods should be giving me good matches. Pissing me off. I know, the new characters, so I was right. The first, 3 days, every match was those 5 characters. So you might as well just pick one. Now, that fucking cat gets banned every match.
Yeah, Rocket Cat or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Jetpack Cat.
Clever name.
Yeah, Jetpack Cat. Yeah. He is banned every game.
Yeah, he got pulled from comp matches because of that. I guess they're going to figure out what to do. Again, this is Jeff 2.0. This is what happened with Jeff because his ult, he got picked every match because his healing was crazy, and then his ult sucks everybody up, and then he just kills himself, and everybody gets dead. And he had to get reworked too.
I don't even see the problem because the matches I played, the only thing he can do is his ult, where he can grab you and drop you off the map. The rest of his abilities are kind of you can avoid that. I don't know what the problem is. I see people, complaining that he can drag Bob around the map and, make him shoot people from different angles. The problem with especially in the ranks that I'm playing in, is motherfuckers don't know what cover is. They stand out... I was about to say,
this all...
No, they just stand out in the middle of the street and they're like, why aren't you healing me? I'm like, bitch, hide behind a wall for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
You're standing out in the middle of the street on fucking, King's Row, and I'm like, just duck in the room for 2 seconds, let me heal you up, and then go back and engage. I'm like, that's how I play. You will never see me standing out in the middle of the street.
You got to have some situational awareness when you play these games, man. What are you doing? And I hate people like that too because I would often play a healer. Why are you not healing me? I don't know. Why are you standing right there? Come over here where we are.
Not getting shot. Thanks.
Right. I don't.
I had a dude in a match yesterday where Baptiste threw his window up, and I'm like, dude, that's an immediate go in the room to the corner. And my tank just stood in front of the window. I'm like, well, you did.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No situational awareness. What are you doing here, guy? God.
Like, I am healing you, but you are taking damage from 5 other people. You need to stand behind a wall for a second. So, like, the cat dragging the Diva Bomb or the Bob or whatever around the map, like, just be aware of your surroundings. Know where the health packs are. Know where the rooms are.
Yep, where you need to hide if a bomb is about to drop or if Bob is coming by shoot. That actually is really cool that it can do that, and that would set up some really unique. I see why they made that character like that. That would set up some really unique stuff. But people just seems too stupid to learn how to play around it. You know what I mean?
Like I don't understand. Like, if I'm playing a character who has a movement ability that gets me out of trouble, I don't just spam that button. I'm like, my brain is like, okay, Ryan has Shatter. You know he's at the point where he has Shatter. Hold on to your movement cooldown. He's going to give you a tell when he's going to Shatter. He's going to block, stand in front of you, and then he's going to drop that shield and he's going to hit that button. That's when you hit your movement ability. No, a person in front of me is like using their movement ability every 2 seconds. I'm like, dude, stop.
Right. Oh, man.
But yeah, the cat is fine. Like, I have no problem with him. I don't like that it's an instant kill that he can drag you off the map, but that's part of the game. Learn how to deal with it.
Hey, you just learn how to deal with it. Like, yeah.
So, but I like all the new characters. The one new DPS is so generic. He's like soldier in an orange suit. Like, he's basically the same fucking character.
Right.
But I do like Mizuki. Like, he's really fun to play. He's very high level. Like, you have to be really good to get healing output from him. The tank seems really cool. I haven't played as her yet. And then the other DPS seems cool. I played around with her in the practice range. But yeah, I like all the stuff they did. I just wish their matchmaking was better because it's still bad.
Hopefully they get it together. Because I haven't reinstalled it, and I probably won't. But I was reading people talking about it. People seem to be digging it. It got a resurgence on Steam. I don't know if it's really a resurgence but I know
it hit its highest peak ever on Steam.
Well, good for them. Yeah.
Like, they seem to be doing good, but there are a lot of tourists out there, people who haven't played the game or haven't played the game in like 6 years or whatever, that came back.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, we'll be trying. I told you my kids were playing it. Maybe I didn't tell you, but yeah, they were playing it this past weekend. So yeah, like I said, you said tourist people just checking it out just to see what's different.
Mm. Which matches are instant right now. Like, if you go load, you just get right into a match.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that menu. That menu reminds me of a lot of other like free to play games, and their idea was like, oh, it's less clicks to get into a match. I'm like, it's really not. Like, it's actually one more click for me to get into a match than it was before. So, but anyway, that's it. Let's talk about what's out this week. There's not a lot. There's a couple things. Well, there's a lot of games, but there's not like a big game, at least that I don't see on here. We've got Aerial Knights Drop Shot, Styx Blades of Greed, Under the Island, Headhunters, Hex Park, Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, Backrooms Level X, Death Howl, Deathmatch Love Comedy, Kletka, Love Eternal, Neva Prologue, Showgunners, Soul Slinger Envoy of Death, Horror Tale 2 4K Remaster. Like, what's the big game this week? I guess that Prize Fighter Sega CD game is coming out this week for PS5 and Switch. Avowed is coming to PS5 this week. Anything for the Switch this week? Subnautica Switch 2 Edition. That's Ease Proud Nordics. It's kind of a light week. For February being such a big month for games, this week feels like it's the lightest month, or the lightest week. Because motherfuckers, next week is Resident Evil.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Trying to not drop nothing in front of Resident Evil. It's like, what is Deathmatch Love? Oh, okay, I see. Never mind. It's one of those.
All right.
A visual novel.
Let's kick off the news with the state of play, because let's just see how long it takes to go through it. Because boy, PlayStation been fucking around for a while. Like the last few shows they've done, been kind of and they dropped this one, and it's like, god damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff this show.
So the list I have is alphabetical, so we'll just go through it. 007 First Light got a new trailer. At this point, like I feel like that's Resident Evil.
Just give me the game.
Yeah, stop showing me the game. Just give me the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is that due out?
May now. It got delayed.
Okay.
For Loop.
Yeah, you can. I feel like especially in this trailer, not that you couldn't before, but I felt like it was more prevalent in this trailer. You can see the Hitman bones.
Oh yeah,
underneath it.
Yeah, I hope they.
Which is good. I love the Hitman games.
Yeah, James Bond would really benefit from that, of like situational type stuff where you can solve it in different ways.
Yep.
So, I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
For Loop, which is that template-based game, like every other game. Here's a roguelike, 4-player co-op.
Monsters. Yes. Okay. Yep, I remember.
Another trailer for Beast of Reincarnation. We know pretty much all about that game.
Still don't really care about that one. Yeah.
It's a weird game. Every time I see it, I'm like, I don't. What is my hook here? Like, what is exciting me? I don't know. That's not out till August, so we'll probably see 37 more trailers for that one.
Yep. On every showcase.
Yeah, because the Xbox had it and now PlayStation has it. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, come on. Brigandine Abyss, which is a new Brigandine game. Those were big back in the day, but
yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's a fantasy strategy RPG. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. So Konami had a big presence at this show.
Hell yeah.
And Castlevania's here. I'm of two minds of this game. Number one, I'm super happy that Castlevania's back. I'm glad this is a traditional Castlevania game with the Belmonts. It is motion twin. Their controls are great, but I have not been a big fan of their mechanics. Namely, because most of their games are. They made what's their big roguelike game? It had a Castlevania It had a Castlevania crossover.
Yeah. Dead Cells. Okay.
Yes. It's those guys. Okay.
I like Dead Cells.
I just don't. I don't want Castlevania to be a roguelike.
Or the Rogue Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Yeah.
I do not want a roguelike Castlevania. I want a standard, old school Castlevania.
They say what this is.
They call it a 2D action exploration. So hopefully it is.
I didn't say rogue.
Old school. Yeah.
They always say that word. They didn't say that word. The other thing, the visuals are not striking me like Castlevania striking me. Like they look good, but they don't look like Castlevania.
I agree with you there. I think I need to replay this trailer, but was it very like I don't think it exuded like that gothic kind of dark kind of stuff you get from Castlevania.
It's more like red tinted and bright as opposed to the more like darker gothic stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still in 100%. It's a new 2D Castlevania.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But like those are my concerns with it. Control Resonant had another gameplay trailer. I feel like this is also a game that we're going to see too many trailers of at this point. Just like, let me play that fucking game.
Just give it to me. I need it.
Crimson Moon. And if I say that out loud, you're probably like, what game was that?
That was that co-op. The Knights.
The Knights.
Shit,
right? I know nobody's going to get this reference. But you know what this game reminded me of? The Cursed Crusader.
I played that. I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one with the swearing in it?
Is that the one? Wasn't it a
Hold on.
Everybody's got to look up but like visually, it looked like the Cursed Crusader to me. Very.
You're talking the Cursed Crusade.
Yeah,
Cursed
sorry,
Crusade.
the Cursed Crusade.
Yeah, yep.
This,
I played this. Yep.
I thought this is the one that had because this is the Atlas one. I thought this is the one that had a lot of swearing in it. There was 2 games that had a very similar.
You're right. They came out around the same time.
Prestige.
Yeah, you're right.
That Drew was saying one of them has a bunch of swearing in it, and I'm pretty sure he referenced that you had played it.
It may be. It's been a long time since I've played the Cursed Crusade, but yeah, it was two warriors fighting in like the Crusade era. Like this game, Crimson Moon, gave me a lot of that vibe.
You know what it reminded me of, and this is going to be unfair, but it's the first thing that popped into my head when I was watching it. Was Godfall.
I understand the art style reference.
Yeah.
Like the art style I get, but yeah, definitely not the gameplay, because woo.
Yeah.
Godfall was a bad video game.
That was a bad video game. That was a launch-ass video game.
Yep.
It was.
It was only possible on PS5, I want you to know.
Only possible with the power of the PS5.
But it came out on PS4 and Xbox.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Darwin's Paradox, which is the Konami Octopus game.
Yeah, which I don't know. I think that game looks kind of neat, but again, that's another one where it's like I don't know how many more times we need to see it.
There's a demo on. It's probably everywhere. I know it's on Xbox, but yeah, if you want to check it out.
Dead or Alive is back. We're getting Dead or Alive 6 last round. So I have questions about this, and I read through the PR, and I don't know if it didn't say it in there. Like, does this include the $6,000 worth of DLC?
That's a good question.
Because they're also doing the same thing with this that they did with the original release, where there's a free-to-play version, and they're planning on doing more costumes and characters, and I'm just like, I don't know how that's going to pan out. Like, are you going to charge $90 for costume packs again? That can't have made them that much money, right? There's not that many people. I shouldn't say that.
I was about to say, man. Because that game.
If you told me there's a fighting game franchise that made a shit ton of money on costume DLC, Dead or Alive would be near the top of my guess list.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I love that series, and even I won't spend that money on those DLC packs.
Yeah, but you're not a goon either, bro.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
You got to think about who the audience is for. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just thinking about the characters in that game. They're very buxom ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
and they're not ugly. So yeah, I believe they're
the only fighting game spinoff that has just a game that's made for gooning.
Right.
They made 4. They made 4 of those.
2 of them, buddy. You think there's only fucking 2?
No, there's 4.
Bro, I thought it was only 2. That's crazy.
There's at least 4. I think there were 2
There's
PSP.
At least 4.
There was 2 PSP ones, wasn't there?
There's a Vita version.
Okay, because there are 3 mainline ones. The third one didn't come to America. That's why you didn't hear about it.
Hold on. Okay. There's Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, Dead or Alive Extreme 2, Dead or Alive Paradise, Girls of Dead or Alive Blackjack, Jesus Christ, Dead or Alive Paradise, Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune and Venus, Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation, Dead or Alive Extreme Sense.
Those are all Japanese exclusives, yeah.
Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet, Venus Vacation Prism, Dead or Alive Extreme.
Yeah, there's more than 2.
That's a dating sim, that one.
I mean...
Yeah, that's not a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long? Like, that's the real question.
I mean, that's actually the biggest surprise. How did it take so long?
They also announced they're doing a Dead or Alive 7. So far, they've only confirmed it for PS5. So, we'll see. Death Stranding 2 PC announcement for March 19th. God of War Trilogy is getting remade. I'm happy that Greek Kratos is back. I still like that more than the new one, although I do like the new one. Don't get me wrong. How fucking long is it going to take to remake all 3 of those games?
A while.
I mean, Square's taken 73 years just to remake one game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Lord.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And then also God of War: Sons of Sparta was announced, which I talked a little bit about. Ghost of Yotei Legends, so the multiplayer mode from Tsushima is also coming to Legends. It'll be a free update. So that's cool if you enjoy.
Yeah, and I remember enjoying the little bit I played of that, but I don't really play multiplayer stuff, so.
Yeah.
It's more when you say multiplayer stuff, you mean competitive multiplayer stuff that you don't really play?
I mean multiplayer stuff in general.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't really
Helldivers
play
is
online.
pretty much the only co-op game that I've put a significant amount of time in the last 15 years.
Gotcha. Okay, because Ghost is very much like co-op. So I guess if you like the combat stuff, you probably would actually dig it if you maybe had like a full team, that you were playing with. Because I played it with randoms and it was all right, but yeah, okay.
John Wick is getting a game. It's a prequel. It's being made by Saber Interactive. We'll see. I hope it's good.
They showed gameplay actually in that trailer. I went back and watched it. Like the first bit is all after you see his face and he's like, "Yeah." Then it goes into gameplay,
I'm back.
and it looks good. Yeah, he just doesn't say that part. He just says, "Yeah."
No, they put that tagline in, didn't they, in the trailer? But he didn't say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks good, and like I said in our chat, I like Saber has been doing great for me. Games that I mean, Warhammer, Space Marine 2. That John Carpenter's Toxic Commando looks good. That's coming out. World War Z. They're still, adding stuff and pumping up. So I'm cool with Saber. Like I trust them. That fucking Hellraiser game. That's them. That looks good. So yeah, I'm all for this, John. I was disappointed we didn't get a date. We didn't even get a range. I don't think so. We have no idea when this is. Probably gonna be 2028.
I would say it ain't this year. So
no, it's not this year.
Kana is back in the Scars of Cosmoro. I love the first game, so I'm looking forward to this. Sucks that it's exclusive, but
yeah.
I'll just say that it sucks, but I'll still play it. Like I'm not one of those people. All right. Legacy of Kain is back. Defiance remastered.
Hell yes.
So they're remastering Defiance. They're adding a new third-person camera, updated visuals. They're also including a featured playable demo of Defiance's canceled sequel Dark Prophecy, which is really cool.
Which is crazy. That is so crazy.
Also,
yes.
just so
I
you
didn't think
know,
we would ever see that.
That's only in the deluxe edition, by the way.
Okay,
that's fine. I mean, Legacy, I'll spin.
It wasn't at this show, but there was also a new Legacy of Kain game announced. I believe it's called Ascendance.
Yes, and it's a 2D game with multiple characters.
Yeah, 3 characters, right? So it's Kain, Raziel, and what's the girl's name? I can't remember her name.
I don't remember the girl's name.
Yeah.
But there's multiple versions of Raziel, because there's Raziel with the Seraphim and Raziel after he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Legacy of Kain, and those things are soon. Like the Defiance remaster is in March, and I think Ascendance is also in March.
Yeah, the Defiance remaster I think is at the beginning of March, or first or second week of March.
It's March 3rd. Yeah,
and then the new game is at the end.
So
I'm super.
I want
I'm
to say
super
this in the nicest way possible.
But yeah,
fuck both. Fuck all of you, because now I'm gonna play these goddamn games.
Fucking right you are.
Yeah,
you should.
Goddamn right you are. By the way, the remastered versions of
Soul Reaver
are both very good.
Yes, they did a lot, and they also included cut footage in those as well that you can play.
Yep, they did. Yep. So here's what I'll say about the new one. I'm very interested to play it. Like Terrence, I have long hoped for a new Kain game set in sort of that time frame, where either right when Raziel's turned or right after. This is as crazy as this sounds to say, considering everything that she's done since. This will be the first Legacy of Kain game without Amy Hennig.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be very curious as to whether or not the dialogue and the story holds up. But yeah, I'm super excited.
My biggest issue with the new game is I'm not a big fan of how it looks.
Yeah, I think it looks okay. It looks like a lot of 2D platformers look right now.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of that very low budget pixel style.
Yeah, it's more pixely than I would have wanted, I think.
Yeah.
Because like you can tell, like, oh yeah, that's Kane, but it's like, yeah. But listen, I take what I can get.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm
100%,
saying?
100%. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's better than
you're
the
throwing me
goddamn-
scraps at this point. I'm okay with it. Like,
Better than the goddamn MOBA.
Right?
yeah.
And I played Nos Golf, and it was.
Which I guess
it
that was the first Legacy of Kain game without Amy Hennig, but I don't really count that.
Nobody counts that.
Yeah,
We like to,
because
that's
we
one
have
of
the
those
squares.
games we like to forget existed. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because
Oh.
that was
Yeah.
definitely nostalgia carrying that.
So Anthony, I'm very curious as you start to play through these games what your reaction is, because you don't have the lived experience of having played them when they came out.
hmm
So I'm very curious how they hold up from your perspective.
it's crazy
Oh,
how long it's been
yeah.
since
I mean,
Defiance.
like it's so weird because like I as in most things apparently, you know, I didn't play those, but I played Shadow Man. Like really, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not that wasn't the biggest franchise, and somehow I ended up on that rather than. And I played both of those games. To Ekand coming.
You know, we got a new Shadow Man coming. I think they announced that a while
Yeah.
back.
yeah, but
It's been a while.
whether
and,
we'll
and
see
I'm gonna
it.
be honest, Valiant stepped in it. So I don't
Oh,
know
did they?
how they're. So they were rebooting because everybody right now. Sorry, comic book time, everybody. Everybody in comic books right now is trying to do the alternative version of their characters because
Absolutely.
DC did something weird and decided to do Absolute Batman, and then
And crushed
Absolute Superman and a whole bunch of other characters. Absolute Wonder Woman were the main three, and then they've added more. And Absolute Batman has basically stolen the entire comic book audience. If you look at numbers, DC owns like the top 10 every month since Absolute Batman has come out. And so Marvel had their Ultimate line come back. That was in production, I think, before the Absolute series, but there was delays and problems, and then they've already sort of started wrapping that up if it's not done already. And Valiant decided we're going to do the same thing for characters. And while I like the Valiant characters, that no one gives a shit about. So they started with Bloodshot, which you might remember from that movie you didn't watch starring Vin Diesel.
I like Bloodshot comics.
I've still never seen that.
Ass.
I've never seen the movie.
It's fine. It's like it was a very weird. Why are we making a Bloodshot movie? Anyways, and they ruined it in the trailer, so they gave away the whole twist.
They did, yeah.
Which was dumb. So they started off with Bloodshot, and it was going to be Bloodshot, Exo Man of War, who you might remember from that terrible game, Exo Man of War, and Iron Man.
Iron Man,
dude, that game is so fucking bad.
And Shadow Man. Those were going to be their three sort of reboots in the Beyond series. And so they released Bloodshot, and in the first issue, the writer, who said it's a translation error, except that he's his own translator, so horseshit.
Yeah.
Went on a little bit of a transphobic tirade.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, yeah. So, it has not been
Did they cancel
great times.
the rest of that series? Like they just scrapped it after that or something?
I think you could still get it, but they do not publish the fact that they were finishing it at all.
Yeah,
because if you look at the magazines from IDW where Alien Book stuff is in the back, they do not promote the fact that is a series that they have.
Damn.
I think it got to like 3 issues. They're like, wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, they never canceled it outright. They never updated people on what was happening. And I dropped all of my Valiant stuff because of that, because they just didn't want to pull the Band-Aid off and put out a real statement on that. They kind of gave a who gives a shit thing, and I have a feeling it's hurt their sales because I was somebody who bought all their comics. And I know I'm not alone. And it's not even like the guy said it on the internet or whatever. No, it's in the book. It's in the book. So I don't think that Shadow Man game will ever come around, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget if you weren't around or paying attention or didn't play the original Legacy of Kain games when they came out. But we got Blood Omen in '96, and then 4 games within 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing.
Yep.
For 20 years, right? And those games were popular. Like
extremely
it's not
popular.
It's not like it was a niche series. Like they were incredibly popular in the early 2000s, and we got nothing. They just disappeared.
After the PS2 and Xbox version of Defiance, it was like that series just died.
And there's something to be said for the fact that the storyline was complete. Like it's not like it ended on a cliffhanger. It's not like they dangled anything in front of you. The story is complete, but it's just crazy that we never got anything else in that universe for 20 years when it was as insanely popular as it was.
Yeah.
So I have 2 questions about this series. Is release order the order I should play them in?
I think it's fine to play them in release order. If you want to play them chronologically, you can play the first 2. You play Blood Omen, Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver, Soul Reaver 2, and then Defiance.
Yeah.
The reality is the series plays with time so much.
It's more of a.
Let me answer the question you're asking. Blood Omen is the hardest one to go back to. Blood Omen 2 is the worst game. So if you get those 2 out of the way first, you'll be good.
Okay, thank you.
And
Blood Omen 2.
There are. I feel like you could play Blood Omen 2 pretty much anywhere after the first game. Anywhere between the first game and Defiance is fine to play Blood Omen 2.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Blood Omen 2 is basically a sequel to Blood Omen, obviously, but it takes place before the Soul Reaver games. There are some references, I think, that they sort of backfill, but I don't know that it really matters all that much. What order you play them in. I think for this replay that I'm doing, I'm gonna play Blood Omen 2, and then the 2 Soul Reaver games. So
okay, and then the second one is this not like kind of the same thing? And I realize Tomb Raider was the biggest series, but like, or bigger series I should say, but like I don't know, I guess they had that weird remake trilogy in the 360 era. Never mind. To say, because they died kind of in the PS2 era and didn't kind of really come back to form until...
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why Legacy of Kain died, is Tomb Raider has killed other games. So Core got roped into doing Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, and then Crystal Dynamics took over Tomb Raider, which they were also doing Legacy of Kain. And like, Tomb Raider was making more money. So they went on to make, 3 games on the 360 of Tomb Raider, and that's all they did.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no room for Legacy of Kain in the Crystal Dynamics timeline. But now both series are back, so good times.
Yeah. Although I'm going to tell you right now, and I know I probably won't play those new Tomb Raider games.
Oh, 100% play the new 2, especially the
I know,
remake of the
yeah,
first one.
I'm not a classic Tomb Raider guy. That's all playing even the remake, the remastered trilogy or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, I don't think this.
Those games are, oh man, they're hard to play now if you've never played them, but God, I love them. All right, next up was Marathon. Again, we see a lot of this game. Probably should just come out at this point.
Right.
Marvel took on Fighting Souls. Introduced the Unbreakable X-Men. God, I wish I loved Arc System games more than I do.
Man, I don't have a problem with them.
That's just all the same game. That's my problem.
Yeah.
With them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, you play BlazBlue, you play Guilty Gear, you play Dragon Ball Z, and it's like, it's just the same game with a different character. And I know fighting game people out there that are, like, deep into it, like, oh my god, you're so stupid. But, like, as a casual fighting game player, they all feel exactly the same. I don't know. It finally happened. Solid Snake is finally free from PS3 jail because the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 2 is coming.
It's waiting, huh?
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm-hmm.
I might be willing to try playing that game again if the loading times are cut down.
Dude, if they don't have the smoking install screen somewhere in this collection, I will be upset.
There's
I don't see how they would do it. Like,
I mean, just make it a video.
I enjoy the Metal Gear games a lot. Not as much as Ken, right? But I enjoy the Metal Gear games. Okay. There's like 40% of Metal Gear Solid 4 that I think is probably worth playing again.
So, like 5% of actual gameplay, then.
Oh yeah, right, right.
Because it's a lot of videos.
Dude, that game is almost entirely a movie. Come on.
It is. There are. I feel weird talking about. I'm not going to talk about because you know how there's different. There's almost like chapters to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is 100%. There's chapters.
Like, I feel like there's like 1.5 chapters where it's like, oh yeah, that's really friggin' cool. And then there's maybe one chapter where it's like, that's okay, right? That's, I guess, worth playing through. And then the rest of it is just like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I don't know that I lost my mind ever as much as I did when you're flying the helicopter into Shadow Moses in Metal Gear Solid 4. Sorry for spoilers.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid spoiling.
But that game is 20-something years old at this point. I know,
but it's getting ready to come out again. So, and a lot of people didn't play it. So, but yeah, I mean, the Shadow Moses stuff is worth playing. That part of the game was really cool.
I think there's a lot of parts of that game people forget. Because it's been so long and it's not been playable anywhere outside of the PS3. And there's some really weird sections of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that whole like noir kind of section.
Mm-hmm. There's the mech battle section, like that's almost like Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah.
That game has
a weird game.
It is a lot.
It feels like 5 games in one. Really, it does.
Yeah. But man, it's been too long that thing has been kept in one spot to play. And you also get Peace Walker.
Yeah, I'm glad that folks are going to have a chance to play it. It's just not my favorite Metal Gear game for sure.
Yeah, and you get Peace Walker and Ghost Battle. Only getting
Peace Walker and Ghost Battle on this because I don't need Portable Ops Plus because that was mostly just a multiplayer thing. But I really liked Portable Ops, and that's part of the story that has not been added back ever. That's the first time within the stupid bullshit canon that you run into Gray Fox before he's the cyborg.
Wasn't he in
he's in the original
Metal Gear. which was
2,
in the first collection.
Right, but this takes place before that.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he meets Big Boss, not
Solid Snake. Yeah.
Yeah, and you fight him as Null. Yeah,
I'm excited.
But
I cannot wait to play.
But that was the first game where you could play as other characters that you could recruit.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to knock them out, drag them back to the truck, put them in the truck, and then you could have them set up on a map and scout. And then you could play as them, and they would all have different abilities. Like one of the characters you could have, one of the actual main characters, walks differently because he has a artificial leg. So they actually made a different walking animation for that character and stuff. There were some really neat concepts in that, and they just never have redone that game. And I felt it moved a bit faster and better than Peace Walker ever did. Peace Walker, I felt like I kept going down a path and be like, whoops, dead end, go the other way. I'm like, well, I could have just chosen that in the first place if you gave me the fucking choice. Yeah. I'm not a huge Peace Walker fan. So.
Next up,
I want my goddamn acid games.
No,
Son of a bitch.
Never getting them.
Fuck you.
The next one is Mina the Hollower. Okay. That's where I'm at with that game.
Yeah. I haven't thought about it since I played the demo.
No, the demo kind of killed all enthusiasm I had for that game.
This game kind of sucks, I'm going to be honest. Like, this is not good enough in modern day.
Never.
Jason Schreier article incoming about how if you don't like the Mina the Hollower demo, all of the people on the dev team are going to lose their houses.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Neva Prologue. I never played Neva. So.
You never played it?
Never. That's also coming to PlayStation Plus catalog alongside Spider-Man 2, Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2, Test Drive, Solar Crown. And they announced some classic games, I guess. What was it? Tekken, Dark Resurrection, and Time Crisis?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Sony, your classic selection fucking sucks.
Yeah, who was begging for Time Crisis?
Yeah, with a controller.
Right.
Like, and Tekken Dark Resurrection is the PSP game. So
yes, correct.
What are we doing? And how is Spider-Man 2 just now on PlayStation Plus?
Well, they don't have the same day one thing that Game Pass has.
No, but you'll get it for 6 months and then they'll take it away.
It's true.
Ugh. Another trailer for Pragmata. Again, just give me the game. And then
I'm anxious to play that one.
Then we had the game that caused the most conversation in the Discord chat, which was Project Windless.
Dude, I'm going to tell you that I think that game looks fucking awesome.
Is this the bird that drinks the tears?
This is
the chicken game.
This is Cock of War. Cock of War.
I'm going to tell you that game was probably, outside of Legacy of Kain, the most exciting thing that I saw in that entire
yeah, it looked awesome.
I just can't get over a buff rooster.
This looks fucking stupid, but like,
I agree, but in a good way.
As I'll never get Hotline Miami 3, I'm treating this as Hotline Miami 3.
I think it looks so awesome. It looks like a mix of 99 Nights and Black Myth Wukong.
It's got a bit of Astro's Wrath of the sheer absurdity of everything.
Big fucking chicken.
It's based on a book called The Bird That Drinks Tears.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a Korean story, and I guess the author is like the Lord of the Rings of Korea, essentially, is what they say this series is like. It's supposed to get an English translation, I think, next month, actually.
Cool.
So I'm actually interested. I was doing some reading on it. I'm curious. I mean, it's a team. It's like a group of adventurers here, but they're focusing on this. No, he's not even I think he's a rooster.
He's Rooster.
And his race, I can't think of what the race is called, but there's like elves, that race, and then there's orcs and humans in this. But the story actually sounds really cool. But I'm intrigued. Like the game looks awesome to me. I'm with Ryan.
I have no problem with the game.
Cool.
I just think it's
I thought it
fucking
was awesome.
hilarious. It's a giant
I
buff
agree.
rooster.
Fucking giant rooster out here beating up soldiers. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. But, I'm for it.
I'm for it.
Black Myth Wukong. That's what we're gonna call it.
There you go.
Did they say it was 2026? I can't remember. I think they did.
I thought they did, yeah, and it's not exclusive. It's on everything except for Switch, I think.
I think it is this year. A lot. That was the other thing that I really liked about this show is that there was a lot of 2026 releases.
Yes.
It wasn't, we're going to see it 7 years from now. So
yeah, like
that was
Kana, the Rooster game, like a ton of this stuff is this year. And it's stuff that was just announced. Like, that's how you do it,
Yep.
Rayman 30th, we talked about that game. That was announced. Another Resident Evil Requiem trailer that loads into the bucket. Just fucking give me the game. Like, I've seen 37 trailers of Resident Evil Requiem. I didn't need to see 5.
But what about one more?
No. There probably will be one more. There probably will be one more, which
Another
is crazy.
one.
Another one. And another one.
Rev.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the Lord of the Rings, J.R.R. Tolkien guy from Korea, what about the J.R.R. Tolkien guy from America who's not finishing his book series?
George Railroad?
Yeah. That guy. Listen. I'm so happy because I have those books and I'm not a huge fan of them like that, and I'm happy I'm not because every day I'm like, man, I feel bad for y'all fans because y'all may never see the end of this story.
Oh, he's basically come out and said, I'm not feeling like reading and doing it. Like
he does everything but the job he's paid for. I'm like, how do I get to be like this motherfucker? Like, you see him, he producing a TV show. He's writing a cartoon. He's juggling with clowns. Bitch, what the fuck we paid you 7 years ago for?
I heard, by the way, that the new Game of Thrones series is actually really good.
I mean,
HBO.
The Kingdom of I've heard that too.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
like what motivation do you have to watch Game of Thrones stuff knowing that it'll never be finished?
I mean, yeah.
They finished the show.
I never finished or went back to the second season of House of the Dragon. So
I never finished the original series.
Well, it didn't end good, but it was.
It did not end well, but it ended.
Like, nobody has convinced me to go back and finish watching it. Like, I ended on the next to the last season, and like I've never watched it.
Well,
see, you don't need to go back and watch it.
See,
with the books, and I feel like that even more now that ending has it, because he told them some stuff that he's going to do in the ending of the book, but the ending of the book is going to be different from the ending of the television show. Yeah. And so I really feel like he was testing the waters with the ending of the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, why don't you do this at the very end? And then knowing that if it sucks, he'll write the book different. And be like, I don't know where they came up with that. I'm writing a completely different ending over here.
I feel like that's what this was.
I just don't care anymore. That's where I'm at.
That was
a lot of people were like that.
Yeah, I mean, that was very much for a lot of people a zeitgeist show, right? They were watching it because everybody was watching it. And,
it was lost of its time.
Yeah, I feel like now, if you didn't finish it at the time, there's no reason to go back to it.
Yeah, I've had no motivation to do it, so... Rev.Noir was the next game. It's a JRPG from Konami. They showed off more Saros. Again, I feel like we're going to see that 6,000 times before it comes out.
I think that game looks cool, but it's definitely not my style.
I liked the first one, and I don't like roguelike games.
What's the first one called again? Starts with an R. Yeah, Returnal. That's it.
Silent Hill Townfall is the next Silent Hill game. It's PS5, PC exclusive.
That looks cool. I'm not a Silent Hill fan like that, but it looked cool.
For my Phil's silent.
Exactly.
I'm definitely not a Silent Hill person, so that game's completely lost on me.
I hope it's better than the last one. I didn't care much for the last one.
Was that the Asian schoolgirl one?
Yeah.
F?
Yeah, Silent Hill F. It was just fine.
I mean, that just came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, it just came out last year.
Yeah.
And Bloober's also remaking the first game, so Silent Hill is officially back. It's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm excited about the remake of the first game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not excited about their new game.
Yeah, they're being made by other studios, so it's like. Next up, Star Wars Galactic.
No. I meant the Bloober's new game.
Oh, Layers of Fear
Layers of
3?
Fear 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's Rule of Rose. Nope, you get Layers of Fear 3.
Probably a better game, to be honest with you.
Probably. Star Wars Galactic Racer, we know what that is. Pod racing shit. Yakko Shinobi Ops is basically Tenchu, but turn-based.
Tenchu. Yeah, turn-based Tenchu. I swear to God, I thought it was Rikimaru when I first saw the...
He looks just like Rikimaru.
Yeah, I saw his white hair.
Like
Yep.
But it's not him.
Say legally distinct Rikimaru.
Ricky Morrow.
Yeah, Ricky Morrow.
Gotcha.
That game is exclusive, by the way. It's not coming to anything else.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's all the state of play.
It was a hell of a state of play.
It was. It's probably the best thing Sony has done in years.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I am still very curious what they have, first party wise, after, was it Saros and what's the other game they're doing? There was another game besides Saros. Oh, Marathon. That's the...
Marathon. Yeah.
Oh, that is first party, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to tell you, I thought this trailer for Marathon did more to sell it to me than anything else, but I still feel like, well, I'm not going to play it. And I sat there the whole time thinking, man, I just kind of wish this was a single player
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how people end up feeling about Arc Raiders.
It looked great. I really like the art style. But the whole time I'm sitting there playing, thinking, I don't know why I'm letting myself kind of get into this because I'm not going to play it.
It's such a weird line for these companies to walk of like, well, the money is obviously in these multiplayer shooters, but there's a catch. It has to hook with people.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to be one of one.
Mm-hmm. Whereas with a single player game, like, you can get people to buy it and play through it, and they're more apt to play through it, but it's not going to make as much money if your multiplayer game hits. So,
right. Yep.
Like, what do you do at that point? You know, Arc Raiders.
Listen, I enjoyed the two Destiny games.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have time for a game like that in my life at this point, but
that's where things have changed. Is a lot of us that grew up with older video games, like, we don't have the time for the multiplayer games.
Yep.
What's neat about Destiny is that you could also play it by your fucking self.
You could, yeah.
You can, yeah.
You didn't have to interact with other
Destiny
people.
by myself most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you can't do like the raids and stuff, like the big shit, but you could play the majority of that game by yourself.
You can't anymore. Have you ever tried to go back to Destiny?
I did, and I was confused, and I uninstalled.
You can't play it. Like, I've booted it twice since I left it, because like you guys, I played it for like a year and a half. So, and like, I went back into it a few years later, and I was like, dude, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Yep.
Yeah,
they were trying to get me to play when the Star Wars stuff was coming back out, and I was like, I don't understand I'm good.
You log in, and it's like 400 currencies. You're like, what the fuck is all this?
Even the thought of going back to Helldivers, which is with as much time as I put into that, is a little intimidating to me. I can't imagine thinking about going back to Destiny in the year of our Lord 2026.
Yeah. It's crazy at this point. Like, these games, you either have to stick with them or you have to give them up.
Yep.
So,
I don't see how to play more than one, and I know people do. Like, and they're like really good. I'm like, how?
Dude, I can't. Like, And that's what I talk about when people introduce new ones. I'm like, if you've got your game, you're not going to switch.
Right.
It's
Not
like
for real.
trying to
Like,
it. I always say it's like trying to feed chicken to someone who already has steak. Because just imagine the absurdity of you're sitting down in a restaurant and then someone tries to start their own restaurant as you're eating. It's really gonna have to be a hard sell. The food's gonna have to be amazing for you to stop what you're doing and try this other guy's food who's just opened up shop. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, yes, sometimes there are successes. Most of the time, you get kicked out and banned from said restaurant.
I mean, it's got to be like a less than 5% of these games that get announced and come out actually catch. Because we got a new one like every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of them.
And like nobody's talking. I mean, High Guard. I don't know if it's in the news or not, but like that thing died in like 2 weeks, and it's crazy for a game that was on a big stage in December and is dead by March.
Yep.
It's absurd. Like,
why
would you chase that?
Yes, and I stand by what I said previously, but I will say that like a big part of the reason why they didn't even stand a chance was Jeff Keighley.
No, I agree. He shouldn't have put it on a pedestal like he did.
He shouldn't have put it on a pedestal. He should have just said, "Look, if you wanted to defend his stance should have been probably what it was. Honestly, I like these guys' work. I've seen what they've done. I have this platform. I wanted to do them a favor." Instead, he said, "Oh, I'll take your apologies. You're not good at being snarky, Jeff. No one likes you."
Like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm pretty sure there were some people at the developer going, "Hey, Jeff, can you just shut the fuck up, please?"
Yeah, like they didn't say anything after that trailer. For like months, they didn't say a word.
Right.
And Keeley's out there like, "Oh, this was you'll be giving me an apology tomorrow." Like, no, Jeff, we won't. Sorry.
No, but I know someone you should give an apology to.
Yeah, you should make an apology.
All the people that just lost their job, Jeff. The shit that you skirt over when you do your show, and now I can directly point at you and go, "I think you're part of the problem, Jeff." Not just avoidance anymore. It's being able to look at yourself in the mirror.
And I'm not excusing any of the people who just shit on it to shit on it. They did it because it brought traffic.
Right.
But
yeah, it became very clear in the days following that was going to be the narrative about the game.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, on top of everything else, right, that first trailer didn't really help them.
No, it didn't.
It looked too generic, and it was like, okay, it seemed like I don't know. It didn't seem like just watching the trailer that the game was going to end up being up to snuff. It looked like it was going to be dead on arrival. But there were definitely people who sort of took that and ran with it on YouTube and elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The grift, as they say.
The grift would not have even been possible if Jeff had just kept his mouth shut. Like, nobody's going to spend time shitting on a game that nobody's paying attention to.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's chicken and egg, right? You have no idea whether that game would have been a hit or not without that publicity.
No.
So it's hard to know, but
yeah, I mean, he was genuinely excited. Listen, I hate Jeff Keighley. All right, I'm not gonna, I don't like that guy. I know. I'm sorry, man. Listen. I have to.
You do not, because we're not attacking. We're not attacking. I just literally said, look, I get it. He probably did a favor, but then he chose to be like, you guys are gonna give me the biggest apology.
I didn't hear you say that. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, you covered it. Then we good. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
I get it. Okay. And he probably knows these people from the past, their past work. And you know what? I get it. The final trailer costs a lot of money, and he thought he was doing them a solid, but then he decided to be a douche on the internet.
It was the Double Down stuff, not the Game Awards stuff.
Yeah.
The Game Awards stuff, I went, okay, it's another one of these, which is not from me not liking these types of games. Every time there's a farming game, I don't lose my mind on the same level. I get tired of seeing them, but at the same time, it's like they're single player games, so it's just not my thing. It's just not a world I live in. So I'm sure if you're a big farming game fan, when you see a new farming game that looks interesting, you're excited. Cool. Problem with these games is you have to steal an audience away from something else. Have fun.
So I will say that I do have one issue with the Game Awards stuff. Most of my issue is the Double Down stuff afterwards. But the one problem with the Game Awards stuff was the fact that they put it in the, there's one more thing slot.
Yeah.
The placement of that trailer at the Game Awards was a huge mistake. And that's as much why it got some of the hate that it got as just the fact that it was there anyway. I know the guy that, one of the guys that made the game did that article, right, and was saying that people were talking about how much money they threw away on the Game Awards spot, which was false. But like the biggest problem with the Game Awards spot was where they put it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you put it in that last spot. People have big expectations for whatever ends up in that sort of closing spot on the Game Awards.
Everybody thought it was Mega Man.
And so then when you combine the spot they put it in with the fact that the trailer was kind of meh, that led to as much problems as anything else. If they'd have put that trailer in like the middle of the show, it wouldn't have had nearly the same issue.
No, the one more thing is such a big.
The lack of communication also hurt.
Yeah, they didn't say a word
for a month, and nobody knew what it was. Like I didn't think the trailer looked great, but I play those types of games, so I had an initial like, oh well, I'm curious. I'd like to know more. I didn't know what the game mode was. I didn't know, what was happening, what any of that was until I actually played it myself. So you did a really bad job of even presenting your game to the public because you can't just show a trailer of people riding on horses and shooting guns with explosions and here's our game, be excited. Because that's basically what happened. Yeah. What the fuck are they doing? Like, what are we fighting over? What's this?
They should have came out a couple weeks later and been like, here's a overview of the gameplay.
Exactly. Yep. With a voiceover explaining, the champions and the game modes and the intricacies of stuff so that everybody had a complete picture. But instead, you let people run off on a tangent for 30 days and not said anything. And so there's tons of postmortems, I'm sure, going on about how this was handled poorly and could have been done better.
Can I be the antagonistic person I normally am right now towards you, Terrence? It's gonna come off
I love
meaner.
when you do that.
It's okay. It's gonna come off meaner than I mean to sound. But you said you're the person that plays these types of games. How many do you actually stick with, though?
Oh, like one.
Right,
sure.
And there's the problem, right? Like that's
sure.
This is my issue with these games. It's not like you can't find an audience. It's just Terrence just said he plays probably one out of all the ones that he tries. He stays with one of them, And are you? But like, it's like it's gambling on gambling. Like, not only do you have to gamble to get your audience, you have to gamble to see if they'll actually pay money.
Well, and these games, by definition, are a higher risk gamble than others because the market is so oversaturated and because people tend to only play one, right? So, it's you got to earn your audience. Nobody's guaranteed success in this, and when you make a game like this that it's going to be high risk, potentially high reward.
Or devastation.
In this case, it doesn't look like it really worked out.
Yep.
If you're firing that many people 2 weeks after the game came out, you failed big time.
And the market is showing you that these games are high risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this before. You are not going to be. I think there's one story where you can kind of go, wow. That is the one that somehow gained an audience a year or two after the fact, and it's not even the same type of game, but Among Us is the only sort of like, wow, there's a success story that a multiplayer only game got an audience after its initial release because COVID hit.
Actually, yeah.
And
and Among Us was a very different
type of game, of course.
very
But
unique.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it is the only type of game where it's a multiplayer only game, and it seemed to have a return, a bigger return long after its release, because I think it was a year or two after. And so it's disappointing, because it's like, I can go, like, we were talking about Legacy of Kain. I'm going to go play Legacy of Kain. I can't go back, not that I would want to, and play Nosgoth.
Oh.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, this is just lost. Because even if you saved it, it's not the same. It's been thrown away. You're literally just saving trash, because that's how the company treats it. And the same thing's going to happen to Marathon, unfortunately. I just don't see it being a success. And it's just, nothing's learned. People lose their jobs. And you don't have like a tale where you can make money off of it. It's either you make your money immediately or you make nothing.
I mean, we can tie this into another news story that 2XKO is probably also dead.
Yeah, another one.
That game was in development for 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was in development that long. I saw that dude's post. I was like, damn, okay.
And we're a month into its release? 1.0?
Yeah, something like.
And they laid off most of the staff, like half of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. And yet, how many more of those games were announced in the last 2 months?
About 4.
Yeah.
I don't actually have the numbers.
I'm just saying, it's more than 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, at this point, the joke is, when will we get the yellow card on Twitter? And it's like, it's unfortunate. Like, because, I don't think it would be, like, we wouldn't take as much note of it if it weren't for the fact that a lot of these games are financed using money that could have been used to build, a single-player game that would last forever.
That's true.
Yeah, I had a separate from the video game industry. I had a conversation with a friend of mine who is in sales, and as an output of the conversation, I said that a lot of sales folks get themselves in trouble because they try to only hit home runs and not singles and doubles.
Yeah.
And the game industry, unfortunately, right now has a lot of folks that are only trying to hit home runs, when they could potentially be more financially successful with some singles and doubles.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just real quick, since we're so long into this, just a couple other big news hits. Apparently Nexon is working on a new StarCraft shooter. We'll probably be seeing that this year.
Fingers crossed.
We can hope. We can dream. I was trying to see if there was any other big stuff.
I mean, Legacy of Kain came back with something new, so I just feel like
it's hard to top that. Like the state of play kind of led most of the headline, and it makes sense because a lot of these people were waiting for that to announce their stuff. So yeah, we already talked about Layers of Fear 3, which nobody seems to really care about. They're making a Helldivers movie with Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I defended him immediately. If it's as good as the Minecraft movie is with his sense of humor, I'm in.
I still say we already
He's the
have
best part of the Minecraft movie.
We have a Helldivers movie. It's called Starship Troopers. It's great.
Well,
Starship Troopers, yeah.
Yeah,
but
Rico
we don't have any
and
Starship
Rough
Troopers,
Riders.
and that series lost its appeal because it didn't have the same
Oh, it
sort
was
of
straight
critique.
to home video. As a lot
Yeah,
of
and
those.
they
Yeah.
turned into Jarhead, where they totally missed the point of the first movie.
Yeah, that's
Right.
because Paul Verhoeven wasn't directing it. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why I hope that the Helldivers movie doesn't completely miss the point of the movie
I
or
really
the
hope
point of the
so
game.
too.
Yeah.
Diablo 2 Resurrected is now on Game Pass. It's out now on Steam, and also a new expansion dropped. I think like right at the same time. Right, the Warlock class is now available in Diablo
Yeah,
2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was there before or not, because I didn't
it
look or
wasn't.
pay attention, but it is also on BattleNet as well.
And it's also the Warlock class is also coming to Diablo 4 on April 28th.
Yeah, it's the second class to with the Paladin of the new expansion. It's also coming to Diablo Immortal. Like the Warlock is, they put it in all the
There's another
games.
game
Like
I
the same
haven't.
class in all the games.
That's the Obi-Wan line there. That's a game I have not heard in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that also is on BattleNet and available to play.
they did put that on PC. I forgot about that.
Yep.
It was having
Yeah,
issues at first, but
You
and the
know
reason I
it's
keep for folks who don't know, the reason I keep referencing BattleNet is the fact that you can, with some ingenuity, get to BattleNet games on Steam Deck, so you can play Game Pass games that are on BattleNet on your Steam Deck.
it's a busy week when we didn't even talk about that there's a new No Man's Sky update out. It's called Remnant.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yep.
Hello Games. You don't have to work for free forever. The self-flagellation has to end at some point.
Right.
There were a lot of big updates this week. There was the Kingdom Come Deliverance next gen update.
Yeah, which I meant to try and download and play before the show so I could talk about it, but I never got a chance to. So
Um, Kronos, the Bloober Team game, got a new patch with an easy mode.
Oh,
Super,
nice.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds got a update with II from Super Monkey Ball. Couple games being delisted include Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection, WWE 2K Battlegrounds, and NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. So, yeah.
saw Sonic Racing Crossworlds had a pretty significant sale on the physical version. It was like $30 or something like that on Amazon.
Yeah, but that's without the DLC pack, I assume, right?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. That game was light without the DLC, and it's still kind of light with the DLC. So.
Oh, dang. Okay.
It's an amazing racing game. The problem is you will see those courses by the time you do all the, because you know how in Mario Kart you do like, what is it, 50, 100, and 150, and then they have extra versions of it.
Yeah.
So they have that, and it's by the time you finish all the rivals, you shouldn't even be at your highest speed yet if you start on the lowest. So you'll finish all your rival battles, and then you'll have all the courses by the time you're about halfway through the equivalent of 100cc, and you're like, okay, that's it. Like, you're like, okay, that's not a lot for how much you want me to race. And then if you go online, you vote on courses. Again, not a lot. And it's just like, you need more courses. The amount of racers is fantastic. Carts and all this stuff, really cool. But the amount of actual courses is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'm sure it'll end up on Game Pass.
Oh yeah, every Sega game seems to go to Game Pass at some point. I do have a couple emails, but I'm gonna hold those off since this show has been so long due to the state of play. So we'll get back to those next week. I did chat with that guy that wrote the book. He had never received, because I did respond to him and let him know that we talked about it on the show and that we were all super interested in checking out the book. So maybe we'll do something with that in the future. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. There are a lot of video games out there. Nobody has time to play them all.
It's True.
No.
But you all motherfuckers need to play Legacy of Kain and make this comeback a reality.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yes.
please.
That's it from us. So unless anybody has anything else, we'll get out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.